Cloud Knight stricken with Mara.
Uh-huh.
How could the mutations get this bad? Is
Maybe.
the Stellaron exerting an effect?
Could be. Here you go, bud. Haha, my hidey hole. Okay, now we go.
There's supposed to be a passage. Why can't I see it?
Oopsie.
Somebody used the Cloud Forward control panel to block the road with containers.
Well, yeah.
Who did this? I'm terrible with machines and stuff. Hold on. How do you know?
Oh, my music kind of like obvious here.
I'm a traveling merchant. I've been here many times. Now, for a Cloud Knight to be unfamiliar with the local topography.
Guess you don't know it like the back of her
I
hand.
told you, I was only just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I don't come here very often.
You said that you knew it like the back of your hand, though, bud. No, whatever. Bud lied. I'll need to do it sooner or later, might as well do it now.
Control panel? Where is the control panel?
I already used it.
Is that the one?
Let me see. Whoa, Lucha,
Oh,
you've got
different one,
sharp
sure.
eyes.
I'll just like climb over the boxes. I feel like that'd be efficient as well. I desire rolls, I want to get it. But I'm only free to play, and I haven't got it once even. It's quite unlucky, I have to say so. If I say so myself, it's quite unlucky, man. I see no harm, no foul, right. There we go.
Thank goodness. There's one star skiff left.
No, no treasure.
What? Where? Where does it go?
Yeah.
Judging by where it's docked, it must be heading for Central Starskiff Haven. Nice. We'll be safe there.
He doesn't seem to be pleased
Come
about
on,
that.
let's climb aboard.
I don't know. I feel like, you know, I'm getting... Like, you can go to the Starframe Commission first trade, but you have to do this eventually because you're going to meet up. At least that's mine.
Let's hurry.
I'd rather not. Hey, let's go.
Please, do.
Are you familiar with the operational mechanisms in Cloudford?
Not really. I've just seen them before. That's all.
Do not... Okay, oh, sorry, to sneeze. Or yawn. Or stretch. Yeah, well, them all of them at the same time, really. Do you not want to go to Starskiff Haven?
Oh, what makes you ask that, young master? I'm happy as long as I get to leave this place.
You don't sound too happy about that. I have other questions, let's talk about you.
I'm not a very interesting person.
I mean, you're literally carrying a dead body with you, you know. What are your plans from here?
At this stage, I'm just taking it one step at a time. Thankfully, as a registered merchant on the Xinzhou, I get a discount on all my expenses.
Lucky him.
In that regard, it makes sense for me to stay a little longer. Miss Sushang said she could show me around if I find myself unable to leave.
Oh, see. Hey, where were you going?
I had some more trading to do on the other Xinzhou ships, but my main appointment was with Miss Ting Yun of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild.
Hey, she was here.
We had a business
She is
deal
here.
to discuss, but I fear it will no longer go ahead.
Oh, there's a shame.
Most of the deals won't be particularly profitable.
Oh, IBC.
The
Yikes.
IPC takes the majority. There's only one that might be worth the journey. A direct trade with the Feng Hu.
What's a Feng Hu? I have other questions, never mind, excuse me.
Of course.
Let's hurry and get on the star skiff.
Nah, I'd like to ask you something.
Something else?
Of course, I'd like to get every bit of information I can. Isn't it okay to change our route?
I don't know. I think we should be okay. Let's get get out of here first and talk about it when we're in the clear.
Jinxed it. Okay, what will happen at Starskip Haven?
There should be a dedicated evacuation team waiting for us. You can go with them.
I have other questions. Let's talk about you.
Not the best time.
Okay. Thank you for guiding us all the way here.
No need to thank me. Just a Cloud Knight doing her job.
Well, I would have been happy if you weren't here because I could go everywhere I want. What are your plans after this?
That depends on the higher-ups. If there's still civilians to evacuate, then I'll need to come back.
Well, that seems quite annoying. I have other questions. Okay. Let me have a think first.
Okay, but think fast. Let's hurry and get on the stars.
Think
Okay.
first. Oh, fine. Time to get home. Leave Cloud 4 now. Leave. Challenge completed. Yay. So on Honkai, I'll be level 60. Please talk to yourself. I always feel like we're missing something here at the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery, but I can never remember what. You've come at just the right time. Help me rule out some possibilities. Say, tell me, what do you think our office is missing? Small ornaments and makes this place feel alive. Makes the place feel alive, actually. I've thought about that. I'm a big fan of alcoholic nectar. I once stashed 2 bottles of nectar of Widow Woods at the Chancery when Officer Jingyan threw them out. She said this is the workplace and it would be undignified if anyone finds out. I also like pretty foxy actresses, so I've put up a couple of their pictures on my desk to perk up my spirits, but Officer Jingyan confiscated those too. She said this is the workplace and those images aren't decent. The only way the Realm Keeping Commission feels alive is through all the courier parcels on the ground. Promo materials showcasing the work of the Realm Keeping Commission. Not that. How about that? I raised this with Jingyan before, whether we should be better at promoting how good the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery is at what it does. But she gave me a list of all the things we've done recently, and there isn't really anything to be proud of. Once we crack a major case that even the Ten Lords Commission can't solve, then I'll let the whole Exalting Sanctum know about how great the Realm Keeping Commission is. Until then, we'll keep things on the down low. A Realm Keeping Commission officer who is actually productive at work? Young man, that remark is uncalled for. At least Officer Jingyan is doing her work. As long as Officer Jingyan is here, then the Realm Keeping Commission lives up to its name. That Sung Yan kid may be lazy, but he's smart. I have high hopes for his future. Naturally, if anything actually happens to the Exalting Sanctum, you'll find me to be an extremely reliable officer. It's now really the time to be thinking about that. Yeah, I can't figure out... Yeah, I can't figure it out even if I rack my brain. I think I'll play a few rounds of Celestial Jade after work and think it through then. Alright, let's get down to business, young man. What do you want? I heard you require my assistance.
That's right.
Oh, thank you.
Forgive my forgetfulness. Glad you came. It's great to have one of the General's distinguished guests helping us out.
Sure, no problem.
My Realm Keeping Commission colleagues failed to provide adequate care for the Dragon Lady. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all of them for rescuing her back in Exalting Sanctum Plaza.
No problem. All in a day's work.
As I'm sure you're aware, symptoms of Mara have been spreading ever since the Stellaron incident occurred. Thanks to the Ten Lords Commission, being stricken with Mara had long since become a terrifying but avoidable fate for Xianzhou natives.
Wait, it's avoidable?
The puzzling thing is that despite the Commission's protection, we're now seeing an increase.
No, me still
More
runs
and more
college
citizens, in particular those dealing with great risks and stress like the Cloud Knights, are becoming stricken with Mara. Moreover, the Mara-struck have taken on a horrifying appearance. As if they're turning into some sort of monster.
I thought they were. They're kind of like
Certainly
fragmented
differs from
monsters.
what I thought I knew about the illness.
Yeah, it does look like fragment. Yeah. That's the thing. It does look like fragmented monsters, eh? Really can see it. Do you think there might be a hidden agenda at play?
That appears to be the case. No smoke without fire, as they say. Despite being just a servant of the Realm Keeping Commission, spending a considerable amount of time on the front lines has sharpened my senses to potential dangers.
Good for you, bud.
You're a capable person, And since the General entrusted you with locating the Stellaron, it's only a matter of time before you run into Marastruck.
Already have.
If you come across any clues, remember to inform the Realm Keeping Commission straight away. My colleagues and I will handle any situation with haste and to the best of our ability. Speaking of which,
Sure.
have you made any discoveries so far?
Ah. This is actually a really good one. Daho carefully woke up and he was off. Daho carefully reads the letter you delivered. His expression reflects his disbelief as he reads it again. Daho spits profusely as he apologizes and bolts away. After a while, he returns with a girl.
I read the letter.
Experimental stuff, right?
I'll be honest with you, I've got no idea how to handle this problem. It's beyond the Realm Keeping Commission's jurisdiction.
I wonder when I picked it up.
I contacted the Seat of Divine Foresight, which is overseen by the General.
Oh.
Allow me to introduce Madam Qing
Hey,
Zhu,
Surgeon, hey.
General Jing Yuan's chief counselor.
Yeah.
I think it'll be easier if she explains the letter to you.
All ears. There we go. I'm here.
I read the letter you obtained from the Marastruck.
Oh, obtained it from them? Sure.
While the Cloud Knights were searching for the Stellaron's whereabouts, I was carrying out the General's orders, tracking down clues on the Marastruck.
You're welcome.
Thanks to your efforts, we now have a lead. To an
Good to hear.
outsider, this letter appears to be nothing more than good news detailing a recovery from a
me a
chronic
second.
illness. However, what is actually being discussed is a violation of the 10 unpardonable sins. It's heresy.
Yes, here. Are you talking about the pharmacological experiment mentioned in the letter?
That's right. Since the Alliance was first established, all medical practices aboard the Xianzhou adhere to strict standards that prohibit long life or mutant modifications
Wait, you can just
under the
get your
guise
long
of
life.
curing. I went through all our files to find information on the experiment in question, and found nothing. I started thinking about how the Alchemy Commission's delve was sealed off. There must be an unspeakable secret locked away there.
Wonder what it is.
The author of this letter was likely the Marastruck you defeated. My guess is he was led astray and poisoned while under the pretext of being cured.
Oh yeah, that's a strong
You saw
poison.
how he ended up.
Strong poison, that's for
Such
sure.
actions
That.
remind me of an organization that was eradicated from the Xianzhou 1,000 years ago. The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. They were disciples of the abundance that sought to restore the way of immortality by unearthing a forbidden remedial formula. It's hard to believe that a group that was wiped out so long ago would suddenly rear its head and create chaos once more. The Seat of Divine Foresight needs to learn all it can about this organization's status before the situation reaches a point of no return.
No return.
If you come across any similar clues about the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus, come and find me at the Seat of Divine Foresight. These kinds of first-hand accounts are exactly what we require.
Glad that was help. Sounds good to me.
Excellent. Your work will not be in vain. The Seat of Divine Foresight always rewards those who contribute to our efforts.
That letter was very important. Do I get money? Give me
I
money.
recently received some intel. It seems that certain individuals are taking advantage of the current chaos to lure in outworlders around Exalting Sanctum.
Okay, sure.
Maybe you could start there?
Oh yeah, I can draw
We
it,
sent
maybe.
an undercover investigator out a few months ago. They provided us with a rough idea of the situation. Unfortunately, it seems suspicions were aroused.
Oh, he gone, man.
We lost contact
Where'd I
with the
go?
agent.
Poor day.
I suspect he was discovered.
Good.
You are a fresh face in the Lafu, and an outworlder. I would feel more at ease if I could leave this matter with you.
Fine, sure. Can't talk to her anymore.
Danger is practically an inevitability. Take care, and try to stay out of harm's way.
Sure thing. Talk to everyone here. We're gonna be doing too much because you know we have around 9 more minutes here.
by the Realm Keeping Commission.
Oh, but man, that was so much chicken talking. Oh, so much on. I'm able to help her this time around.
On the eastern horizon, the arbors.
Hello. Are you here?
I've heard there are serious incidents and
Well, I'm
unfolding
over
on
to
the
the
Law
Deviation
Flu.
Commission.
Communication with the Divination Commission's delve has been severed. For your own safety, I'd suggest you remain here. If you do have an important reason to go, then please be extra careful. I'm just a doctor. There's
you're a
not
doctor?
much I can do to assist you. These are medicinal pellets that the Alchemy Commission hands out to field doctors. You might find them useful in an emergency.
Oh, appreciate it. Another resurrection pellet, eh?
Eastern horizon.
Let's see here. I'm just passing
Sorry to
by.
bother you.
Can I
On the
scrap stuff for her this
hello.
time?
I've heard there's. If you do have an important reason to go, I'm just a doctor.
All messed up. Oh, wait, I remember something. I remember something. Wait.
In that case, precisely.
I want to
my
see,
other
can I
set
do
can
it this
hear
time
I've
around?
been- That's why I.
Man, oh, darn it. I hope I could help. Okay. I actually have. I remember something. I remember something that someone told me. I remember something. Someone told me I have to do it. Have to do it. Oh, this time I'm gonna win.
Few games of chess will while away the time.
I remember what someone told me. This time I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. We're doing it again. Ready, go. Sure. Someone told me you do this to win. Yeah. Your mind is completely blank. Your stomach's a vast sea filled with trillions of tons of crab paste. Mind blowing. That was incredible. You really can't judge a book by its cover. We shouldn't be looking at how frail our dude's body is. I reckon 90% of his body is just stomach. It's just the stomach. It's not always praise reaches your ears, but you don't have the mental space to take it in. All you can think about is one thing. Hey, look, he's gonna throw up. Aha, we got a good show coming up. Barfs. Yeah, shame, I won. Gonna be alright, brother. I won. That's right, friend. Your victory was glorious. From this moment forward, all of the stall snacks are free for you. Your name will be added to the Competitive Eater Championships Hall of Fame. This is a huge honor. Alright, I prepared a few special gifts for you. Here you go. Hey, thought it was free. If it was free, don't look too free for me, man. What this? Okay, now I can see what I was doing, although we have like 5 minutes, so probably going to be continuing that much. But should be fine, and tomorrow's going to be Valorant,
A
and then
few games
whatever.
of chess will while away the time.
You'd be a tool to miss a tile.
Your extractor cleaned,
Sweet.
your star skiff serviced. Look no further.
I heard it. You heard you just get distracted, you're... I'm like weirdo, hey.
Excuse me, guest from another world. Please spare me a moment of your time. Do you yearn for immortality?
Oh. Oh, I yearn for power.
I understand. Eternal life is indeed a kind of power, wouldn't you say?
No, I want power, pure and simple. You have power.
Well, not much can be done for you then, brother.
I always end with you, brother.
What a peculiar person you are. I'll tell it to you straight. To Outworlders, I offer the chance of immortality. But perhaps someone like you
Antimatter
would be
Legion, eh?
better off joining the Antimatter Legion.
Maybe.
Regardless of what you choose, let's keep our voices down, eh? This isn't the kind of conversation you can have out in the open.
Well, why we're doing it right now?
Before you can grasp absolute power, you must yearn for immortality,
Right,
don't
sure.
you think? The problem is that the Xianzhou Alliance doesn't care one bit about the well-being of short-life species. They stubbornly blockade the glorious path to immortality.
I mean, that's not wrong. It really isn't.
My name is
No,
Green
no.
Hibiscus.
Is our brother?
I came to Exalting Sanctum in hopes of a fated encounter with one such as yourself. One who is also on the road to immortality.
Sure.
What do you say? How about we find a more suitable spot to talk about all this?
Sure, let's go.
Let's make haste. There are too many people here to linger.
Oh, I guess we go.
Here we are. This is the place.
Hey, Cloud Knight's here, huh? So how do I get
Let's
immortality?
not get ahead of ourselves. If it were so easy, we'd be a far larger group, and
Yeah,
there'd
Cloud
be
Knight is
no
here.
need for secrecy. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Ah,
I
who
am
is
a
these guys?
member of the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I was unable to expose my true identity in Exalting Sanctum, but now I can reveal everything.
I'm all ears, sure.
The Disciples of Sanctus Medicus is a devout group, holding firm in their belief that Merciful Medicus is the one ultimate faith. As followers, we refer to ourselves as disciples, dedicated to our cause.
I mean, I see.
If you wish to gain the means to immortality, then you must become a disciple. But to become a disciple, you must first pass several small trials.
Can't sure what you're talking about here.
Please excuse me. Our expansion has unfortunately attracted the attention of those devilish archer followers.
Oh, Hunter,
If we
yeah.
are not careful, the consequences could be unthinkable.
I see. Hey, what is this Cloud Knight doing here?
No need to be concerned about him. Much like yourself, he is here to undergo the trials.
Oh, sure. Don't the people of Xianzhou abhor the abundance?
Ah, only those led astray by followers of the devilish archer could despise Merciful Medicus. Sadly, there are many such people. Too many.
Yeah. I see. What can I get from Sanctus Medicus?
Every species yearns for the favor and curing of Merciful Medicus, regardless of whether they have heard of the abundance or not.
I don't know. Living immortality. I guess immortality could be good, could be bad. I mean, yeah, if you're immortal, don't you worry about wasting your life away, hey. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Foxians yearn to cure themselves of their 300-year lifespan. The Videodora yearn to cure themselves of the pain of reincarnation and lack of progeny.
Why, how were they first born then?
As for Xianzhou natives, they long to cure themselves of the torture of becoming Mara-struck. Of course, we know that this torture is rather a kind of blessed evolution.
Ah, I see.
To return to your question, Sanctus Medicus can cure the aging that short-lived species face, along with disease and death. Sanctus Medicus can do for you what they did for the Xianzhou natives.
Wait, so they are naturally immortal? I see. What kind of trials do I have to pass?
What you seek, you will surely find. Merciful Medicus is magnanimous. They do not lightly refuse a prayer. As such, the initiation trials for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus
Sure.
are nothing arduous.
Well, I guess that's good to hear. For me.
All you must do is transcribe this copy of Thousand-Handed Merciful Medicus's Salvation 500 times by hand. This will allow your brothers and sisters to trust your faith, and you to become a disciple. This scripture is central to the disciples.
500?
You must maintain a
100?
pious
500?
heart during
Oh.
the transcription.
Oh,
It would be best if you could memorize the text. Of course, this is but the first trial. Once you have become a disciple, you will undergo numerous others.
sure. Can I get a pen?
Don't worry. A traditional Xianzhou brush and inkstone has been prepared for you. Smooth action and an ergonomic design. I myself transcribed 50,000 copies with such
What a
instruments.
fudge. Sounded half. I am curious here. What is it? Head to hell, history, General's diary. Here it is. All kind of evidence collected from the henchmen of disciples game. Zhao Lei. Oh, here it is, here it is. Oh, here's the letter. It's more than once said I've done all as well. Please know where I'm reading. Oh my, holy crap. So, I'm reading this first. This have I heard. Once upon a time, the 1,010 Sanctus Medicus traveled the world with their 99,999 disciples living under Rahu and teaching their way. Shuhu the Emanator asked Sanctus Medicus, all living things get sick and suffer. All living things are bonded by birth, old age, and sickness, and suffering. What is the root of all sufferings? Sanctus Medicus responded, birth, old age, sickness, and suffering, all end in death. The suffering of the living is found in its limitations. The suffering of the old is about certainty in its arrival. The suffering of the sick is about the approach of death. Therefore, birth, old age, sickness, and suffering are all forms of death. Death, therefore, is the root of all sufferings. Who the Emanator folded their hands and asked, all living things will one day die, and one day be reincarnated. How can they stop being young, old, sick, or in sufferance? Sanctus Medicus told Shuhu, living things are confined to their bodies like imprisoned convicts, and suffer from those aforementioned 3 sufferings. I hereby plants a sacred tree to liberate those living beings. So that life is boundless and old age never coming, death revitalizes, all troubles are dispelled. Then Shuhu the Emanator recited, the mercy of Sanctus Medicus, the ambrosia arbors new growth. Disciples shall attain enlightenment together. The mercy of Sanctus Medicus, the ambrosia arbors new growth, disciples shall attain enlightenment together. The 99,999 disciples repeated, the mercy of Sanctus Medicus, the ambrosia arbors to new growth, disciples shall attain enlightenment together. Oh, so this is what I had to write over. As they spoke the words, the 99,999 disciples were liberated from youth, old age, and sickness, and suffering. What a crap.
Where are you going? The trial isn't over. You can't just leave.
Ah, fine. Yeah, I think they're fine. You start copying the salve in hand and merciful medicus salvation. Once upon a time. Oh, I already read this here. Your index finger has a slight cramp and your shoulders feel a bit sore, but you've only made the first copy. There are still 499 copies waiting to be written. As with words, guys, are never been used. Oh, yep. After making the final stroke, you catch the Cloud Knight in your peripheral vision as he gestures at you.
Hey, stop writing. Get over here.
What?
Took you long enough. I know you. You're General Jingyuan's honored guest.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to make sure no one finds out.
Wait a second. You're here undercover, right? So am I.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I'm a Cloud Knight from the Exalting Sanctum Garrison. That green hibiscus has been sneaking around spreading heretical lies for a while now. That's why I'm here, to spy on him.
Ah, sure.
They were suspicious of me as soon as I arrived. It took a lot of effort to make them believe I wanted to become a disciple.
Yeah. Why did you come in uniform? Of course, they're bound to have their doubts when you're dressed like that.
I have my reasoning. Cults like this want to recruit people with influence in law and order. I wanted them to know I was a Cloud Knight.
Of course you did, sure.
Always know your enemy.
Sure. What's your next plan?
Shh. Keep your voice down. These disciples don't miss much. If they discover us, we won't make it out of here.
We just beat the crap out of them, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can trust me with the transcription. I spent over 150 years pen pushing in the seat of divine foresight before I became a Cloud Knight.
150
I
years.
can do this in my sleep.
Fine.
Listen carefully. I help you copy the text, you cover for me, and I get word out to the seat of divine foresight.
Fine, sure. Item obtained. Transcribed scripture. Here you go.
Take your time, still your mind, and transcribe the text. Allow the beautiful enlightenment of thousand-handed, merciful Medicus's salvation to permeate your being.
Although I think if I was in this world, I think, I'd probably be part of the abundance, not gonna lie. The passive abundance sounds no better. I finished it.
Finished? So soon? Let me see. Yes, it would appear you are finished. A fast and accurate transcription.
Glad you're pleased.
It seems you are destined for immortality.
So, can I join the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus now?
Calm yourself.
Good.
The initiation is divided into 2 steps. You and the Cloud Knight have completed the first. Now, only the second remains.
Sure, but can it wait till tomorrow? I'm supposed to be on duty right now. They'll get suspicious if I don't head back soon.
Smart.
No need to worry. The second step is extraordinarily simple.
Take the medication,
It'll all
eh?
be over soon enough. The disciples' initiation is governed by the following principle. Never accept who you suspect, and never suspect who you accept. So,
Okay, what are we doing?
it's time for you two to battle it out. Whoever survives will officially become a disciple.
Okay, let's fight. Sure.
Excellent. The disciples of
Here we go.
Sanctus Medicus love enthusiastic new blood. Well then, show
I'll
us
do what I have
you're
to.
made of.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're kidding, right? We came here to lengthen our lifespans, not shorten them. You can't just make us fight like this.
I kinda
We
did.
aren't forcing you to fight. By all means, refuse if you wish. But we won't possibly be able to let either of you leave.
Well, that's kind of depressing.
Fine.
We never
But
did something
at
like this
least
before.
let
You're
me
a soldier.
clear.
Good.
I've never done anything like this before.
Very well. But you'll need to ask your opponent, too.
I don't mind
Good.
either. Sure.
Then prepare yourselves. Time is precious. Make it quick.
Sorry, man, I'm gonna have to beat the crap out of you. Sorry, man. So, no hard feelings, right? Like that one going
I have
in.
an idea that will let you join the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and let me get the heck out of here in one piece.
Okay, sure, yeah.
You
Shoot.
and I fight, and I lose to you. I pretend that you finish me off. Then you pretend to help them remove my body by dragging me out of here.
Fine, sure.
That way, we both accomplish our objectives.
Oh.
I've seen your skills. Please
Don't
don't
mess up.
mess up and actually kill me.
Okay. I can't make any guarantees.
Oh, just...
Yeah.
Whatever, I got myself into this. Let fate decide. Just try and hold back a little, okay?
Kind of sounds like Sample, though, eh? Yeah, I'd have.
So, have you prepared yourselves? Are you ready to fight?
Of course I am. Yeah, let's do it.
And you, Cloud Knight?
I'm ready.
Then, let's begin.
Well then, take this!
Never fought a Cloud Knight before, so let's see how it goes.
Welcome,
Oh, you're
customers.
actually hitting, eh? Fine, that's what I want to play, sure. Sure, man.
Lend me your strength.
Unfortunately for you.
Conflict is pitiless.
Time for a shot.
Sorry, man. Hope you're not dead.
What magnificent skill! He was fierce, but no match for you.
Nope.
I'm glad you prevailed. That Cloud Knight waltzed straight up to us in uniform and asked if he could join. Hardly a convincing spectacle. I doubt I ever could have trusted him.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Purple chrysanthemum, blue peach. Find somewhere to dispose of the body.
Ah, there it goes. Let me handle it.
You've dealt with this kind of thing before?
Yeah. Oh, I have a long-term associate to hand. Yeah, it's a side hustle.
A side hustle? Very well. These are hard times, I suppose. This does have its advantages. Our brothers and sisters have been proselytizing and exalting sanctum
Don't know
over
what
the
that
last few
means.
days.
Getting grouping over here.
We may have attracted the attention of the devils. Having you dispose of the Cloud Knight will be safer.
Fine.
As such, this can be your first mission as a disciple. You take an active approach to getting things
There
done.
we go.
I'll be sure to pass that on to my superiors.
Glad to hear
In
it.
any case, my hearty congratulations on your admission to the disciples
peony.
of Sanctus Medicus.
I'm a great pianist.
From now on, you will be known by the code name, Grey Peony. Well, Grey Peony.
Peony.
Let's depart separately
How
to
to do it, how
avoid
to do it.
attracting attention. We'll rendezvous at a different location later. Until then.
Fine, fine. You take the Cloud Knight to a safe place.
I did a good job playing dead, didn't I?
Yeah, good enough, eh?
Those people are out of their minds. Watch your step next time you're around them.
I think I already have. Yeah, they can't take me in a fight.
With your skills, you've got a better chance than most.
Yeah,
I shall
you
report
know
back to the seat of divine foresight. Stay safe, friend.
The Cloud Knight vigilantly monitors his surroundings. After he certain no one is tracking them, he makes a swift getaway. Perfect, now.